level. We missed you while we were in London, and we miss you because we see you once a year in June, and we've got just a couple months till we get to see you again.
I know. I can't wait to see you guys. We got to get together more often, as I think we have to do. Or I have to go to London with you guys. You know, I am all in.
We need more Will.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that there, Nate. Well, the Packers having to do something they haven't had to do in 13 years, search for a new head coach. As we all know, Mike McCarthy was fired after Sunday's loss to the Cardinals. The team president and CEO Mark Murphy, called, quote, unacceptable. Now, at a press conference Monday, Murphy said McCarthy's tenure had run its course and change was needed. Joe Philbin on an interim basis. As for Aaron Rodgers' relationship with his former head coach, it had been questioned this season, but Rodgers says they had a great relationship with highs and lows like any other.
Well, the frustrating thing, I think this year, as much as any other year, is some of the stuff that came out about him and I's relationship. And as I told you all here many times on Wednesdays, we've met more this year than any other year. A lot of that is about the game plan and about the stuff that we like or don't like, but a lot of that's just talking about life. As much as, was made, conjectured about him and I's relationship, it was always built on mutual respect and communication, and that's why this is a different day for myself and the guys in the locker room.
A much different scene in the Rams locker room. They're becoming the first team to clinch their division and earn a playoff spot with the win over the Lions on Sunday. Running back Todd Gurley saying their next goal is to secure the #1 seed. Needless to say, head coach Sean McVay fired up in the locker room after the W.
Talk about playing smart situationally. Another great job by Todd Gurley, making them use all their timeouts, punching it in. Troy Hill getting a pick, man. So many different guys that were great for this football team today. Now, hey, what did we say? Long way to go. First tick, check it off, man. Check off that first tick. You never take it for granted. All right, love you guys, man. This is special. This is special. But hey, we got some more to work. We got more to work to do. Get in here, bro. Get in here. Here we go.
Dance with my dogs in the nighttime.
There you go. Bernie Cooks, get a break.
Hey, dance with my dogs in the nighttime. 1, 2, 3. Dance with my dogs in the nighttime.
Doesn't matter the team, love seeing the locker room scene and all that emotion. Now the Ravens, of course, want to be celebrating a playoff berth just like the Rams, and they have a chance to do it as long as Lamar Jackson does this on the field more.
Montgomery in the backfield. Lamar Jackson in the pistol. He'll run the option to the right. He'll tuck and keep it. Breaks a tackle. He's to the 5. Lunges for the pylon. Touchdown. Lamar Jackson breaking the tackle, breaking the plane, and gets the Ravens in front for the first time today.
Lamar Jackson rushed for 75 yards. The Ravens won over the Falcons. Jackson has 265 rushing yards in 3 starts. And by 3 starts, I mean 3 wins with the Ravens. On Monday, head coach John Harbaugh was asked if Lamar should remain Baltimore's starting quarterback going forward. Take a listen.
There will be no quarterback controversy in our locker room. Our guys want to win. They know all 3 guys can win. And whatever way we decide to go, it's only going to be to make our team the strongest it can be. Maybe we play them all 3. Maybe we play one of them. I mean, I don't know. We'll figure it out, But as we said, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Taking a look at the playoff picture, Lamar Jackson's led them to 3 straight wins. Baltimore currently 6th in the AFC Conference with 4 games to go. So, gentlemen, at the breakfast table, Kyle, Nate, Peter, if the Ravens hang on and make it to the playoffs, and it looks like it's 7-5, and they are surging right now. Their defense holding the Falcons to less than 140 yards, which was crazy. How far could they go with Lamar Jackson as the starter?
One, he will remain the starter as long as they're winning, and as far as he'll take them. They'll go into the postseason. They'll be a playoff team with Lamar Jackson. I think people are finally starting to realize that this team is so much better with Lamar at quarterback. This dates back to the beginning of the season when Joe Flacco was starting. I remember talking with Hamilton. He was telling me that the Ravens are averaging 2 more yards when Lamar Jackson is under center than when Joe Flacco is. That's because the threat of him being a quarterback and him being able to run, it just throws defenses off. And now that he's the full-time starter, don't be surprised that they're averaging over 200 yards a pop over the last 3 games. I love the fact that with this recipe that these guys are putting forth, a strong defense, the best in football, right, when you look at the numbers, The fact that they could run with their quarterback like we're seeing here. He can deliver the ball when he wants to throw it. And the running game is now better because he is the starting quarterback. That is a recipe for success up against anybody. And don't be surprised if they start knocking off some of the big dogs that we have in this league.
I've become pretty friendly with Michael Vick. I speak to him on a weekly basis. We do a show together.
That's very cool, Peter.
Humble brag.
No, it's awesome. I'm jealous.
And I was grilling Vic about Lamar Jackson because Michael Vick is the same build as Lamar Jackson. When we saw Cam Newton come into the league, he's 6'6", he's 250, he's this big guy. Even some of these other big quarterbacks that scramble have these bigger bodies. Lamar Jackson is slight. He is slight, and now the weather turns cold. And I look at their opponents up ahead. That Ravens schedule has some heavy-hitting defenses on the docket. I'm talking Joey Bosa awaits him. I'm talking, you're looking at Justin Houston awaiting him. Myles Garrett is coming after him. If Lamar Jackson can stay upright, and I know people hate hearing this, say, hey, you're being critical of a guy. He hasn't gotten hurt yet. He's found a way. Michael Vick said it to me. He's got to proceed with caution.
We've seen it too.
You have to run smart. You have to go out of bounds. You have to avoid the hit. There's 4 games left. If Lamar Jackson stays healthy and can avoid a big pop from Joey Bosa, look at that play. If Lamar Jackson could stay healthy and avoid a big hit from a big safety, whether it be Eric Berry coming back on the field for the Chiefs, or it be a Justin Houston or an Allen Bailey. If he can stay upright, Lamar Jackson can take this team as far as that defense will let them go because they have a punishing defense. And Kay mentioned it. They held a high-flying Atlanta offense to 131 yards of offense. Defense is going to lead the way. If Lamar Jackson is upright and doesn't get hit and doesn't take that crushing hit, this team can make a run.
Yeah.
And he's got a cautionary tale on his own sideline in his own quarterback room in RG3.
He sure does.
He does. And Lamar's so excited. I got to be honest, I'm still buzzing off that Rams touchdown end zone celebration in the locker room. We should have showed the Cooks part, though. You know what I'm saying?
Brandon Cooks
It was
part.
a great Cooks part. Love it. What's up, Coach? I think this is awesome for Lamar right now because you talk about his build. He gets to go up a weight class. You know, it's nice you beat the Bengals and you beat the Rays and the Falcons. And no discredit to that at all. At the Chiefs, this is a whole different ballgame. We're going to see what he's made of because he's going to have to score 35 to 40 points. Like, they're not beating the Chiefs 20 to 16. They're going to have to put up 40. You're going to have to throw it. You're going to have to run. You're going to have to do everything. I love Lamar, and I love the story, but this is going from the featherweight to, like, maybe even a light heavyweight, and you better have the punching power or you're going to get knocked out.
Well, you know who has the punching power is Joe Flacco. You're going to have to score points against Kansas City. You have the #1 defense. Mahomes is going to do his thing and put up points. Big arm, can go downfield. Why can't they use 2 quarterbacks? To control the tempo of the game, you have Lamar Jackson. When you have to go downfield and score points in a hurry, that's not Lamar Jackson. You can say all you want about how he can throw. He has 2 passes of 20 or more yards. He fumbled 3 times. I want this team to go to the playoffs and at least have the option. I give them a lot of credit for keeping 3 quarterbacks on the roster, first of all, because having those 3 quarterbacks as dynamic as Lamar Jackson is, he's a liability out there as well. So to have all 3 of those guys, but those 2 ready to go in the mix, I agree with Harbaugh. They have a great quarterback room situation. I hope they aren't narrow-minded. I understand momentum is a thing, but they've
Let me just ask you, 4th quarter, it's 27-27 in Arrowhead, 2 minutes left, Ravens ball. Then what do you do? That's the problem. When you don't have a defined starter, it's like you're looking at the guy. And that's
if
what
I have to go downfield and hit deep shots, some of the ones I saw Lamar Jackson miss to John Brown, I think Joe Flacco would hit as far as throwing the ball downfield and like I have 20 seconds to score a touchdown.
Joe Flacco's your guy.
No.
Maybe. I just think that why can't they use both? Because it's an issue.
Stick with the hot head. I'm listening to Kyle and I'm listening to you. You got to stick with Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, the momentum.
Have we not learned anything from Dallas beating the Saints? You guys are saying, oh, they got to score 30 points. No, they don't. They got to muddy up the game. And if you can control the ground, keep the clock moving with Lamar Jackson.
They're going to keep Mahomes to less than 30 points?
They got the best defense in football. If they hit Mahomes, hit him like he's never been hit before, Mahomes can't do all the things that he's been doing.
You might be right.
Just saying. Keep that in mind, Kay.
And Joe Flacco will be ready, Kay. Don't worry. He'll be ready.
They're in a good spot.
They are.
Yeah. Either way, they're in a good spot.
All right. Well, momentum is on their side, if anything. All right.